So I looked in my email and I had an email that wanted to fly me out to San Francisco, someplace I have never been, and at first I thought I was getting trolled. Then I looked at the name attached to the email and it said Ubisoft. The same Ubisoft that got me into competitive gaming when I was younger back on PS2. So that was absolutely crazy. And when Ubisoft sends you an email and wants you to go somewhere for them, you don't turn that down. So I was packed, I got on the road, we were ready to go, and it was a journey, man. It was a journey, it was a great experience. It took some time to get there. The plane wasn't too comfortable, but the trip overall was worth it, man. I got to the hotel room and I was in awe. Like, the hotel room, it was small, but it looked really, really nice. It was really nice. It was comfortable. I didn't have too much of a view. The view wasn't that good. The view definitely could have been better, but there was a lot of construction going on in the area. I guess they're building some new nice things out there. So it was dope. It was dope overall. I met another YouTuber when I got down there. Ironically, I was about to actually go to sleep. I was going downstairs to get some contact solution when I ran into Childish. He's another YouTuber. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, homie, if you're watching. I ran into Childish and basically we just got to talking. We got to talking about YouTube. We got to talking about things, the event, the game, the reason we were there. So it was a very great conversation. Then we ended up going to get me a new battery for my phone. So basically my phone was to the point where when it was 100% charged, it was only really 50% charged. So we had to go and get that battery replaced. I went to get the battery replaced. They had to keep my phone. So then we decided, let's walk to CVS. Yo, we need to get some shower gel and stuff like that. We needed to get some stuff that we couldn't carry on a flight. So basically we go to CVS and we walk through the door to witness a freaking robbery. It wasn't anything too crazy like them holding up guns or anything, but literally we have like our stuff in our hands, we have the credit cards in hand and everything, and basically we see on the security camera someone in a lane just freaking filling up a bag full of stuff. Then the cashier, of course, went to the aisle to see what was going on, and basically the person just runs out. My man, he runs out of the store. He just walks out casually. He's power walking, of course, but he just walks out with a bag full of stolen stuff. I mean, we're sitting there, credit card in hand, ready to pay, and we just wondering, like, because she just got to looking at the security monitors just staring. So we look at that, and someone is freaking just loading up a bag like they're just casually. I thought they was going to bring it to the register and pay, but no, they just walked right out of the store. And then she comes back to take care of us. She says, oh, don't worry about it. It happens every day. So now I feel like, is this what's supposed to go on out here? Am I doing it wrong? Like, what am I doing with this credit card in my hand if we could just grab stuff and walk out? But hey, man, I mean, it's savage out there. It's very savage out there. You just walk into a CVS, take what you want, and walk out. So we were crying, man. We felt kind of bad for them because they have to go through that every day. But yeah, I don't know if there's no cops or anything. I don't know what was going on. So that was a crazy experience. That was my first experience in San Francisco. So yeah, shout out to San Francisco, man. I didn't know y'all was that savage out there, but shout out to y'all, man. But after that, I went back to get my phone. Then I basically just turned in for the night. And the next day, that's when we were going to meet Ubisoft. That's when we were going to meet the developers and talk about their new game. We went to talk about their new game, a game that I'll be sharing with you all soon. But basically, we walk in, we meet the developers. They were really, really cool people. When I tell you really, really cool people, they were very cool people. And I actually had to sign an NDA. My first ever time signing an NDA. And yeah, that was amazing. I can literally be sued by Ubisoft. Isn't it great? No, but seriously, man, we signed an NDA to talk about some things for their game. And I met the other content creators and stuff like that. So basically we all just sat around talking about their new game. The reason we were there, they wanted us to give feedback on their game and stuff. And basically the way that they went about developing their game was very, very inspirational for me, man. They basically listened to the community. They took all the feedback that they've been getting. They actually took a lot of notes and took videos of when we all were there giving our feedback and stuff. Now it is more of an RPG more so than a MOBA like we have in this community right now. So I was just an oddball there, but I was drawn to the game simply because of the developers, and I was drawn to the game because of how vibrant the colors were and how good the game looks. So it looks really good. It looks similar to like a Pokemon style, but it's a lot different, man. I don't want to just compare the game to Pokemon because it's so much more than that, and it looked like an amazing game. It was an amazing game when I played it. I just overall loved the experience, and I loved how the developers were taking feedback from the community. They were listening. They were willing to work with the content creators even before the game comes out. So many times when you work with these companies in gaming, they just don't bring that same type of, they want to take. I was flown out there. They gave me the game for free. They did so much for me before we even got to the point where they even asked for anything. They didn't really ask for anything. They just gave me everything, and then they said, if you want to, we would love for you to play our game. And that's amazing because I've never really worked with a company that just wasn't taking from me. They weren't taking from me, just taking from their community. They're trying to give. So it was amazing. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience, but obviously it's Ubisoft. It's one of the biggest gaming companies, one of the biggest and most known gaming companies in the world. So obviously they know what they're doing. They've stayed around this long for a reason, and when you meet them, you understand why they've been around so long, why this company is so powerful and dominant. And it was just a great experience. Then I met some other YouTubers. It was great getting to know these guys as well. A lot of them were crazy. Like, YouTubers are really crazy people. Like, we sit around and talk to ourselves. So obviously it's basically we talking to a microphone. Obviously we know that it's going up to our audience so we can talk to you all and stuff, but it still takes a certain amount of crazy to do the things that we do. So it was a great experience just being able to talk to people who you can relate to, who you can understand, and basically learn from each other, because everybody has different ways of doing YouTube. We are all successful in our own lane. So it was very fun. It was a very knowledgeable experience because I got to talk to other people who have the same struggles, who has better tips and tricks than I have about growing and stuff like that. So we were basically just giving each other tips and tricks about YouTube, talking about some of the ups, talking about some of the downs. So it was great to have that connection with someone and really just talk in person. So yeah, that was great. After that, we went out to actually eat. We went out to eat with Ubisoft. That's where we actually ended the night at. The YouTubers, the content creators, not just YouTubers, it was a Twitch streamer there as well. The content creators, we all went out to eat with the developers. And basically I tried some new food that I've never tried before. I think I had like calamari. I'd never tried that before. They wanted me to try oysters. That was not happening. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. But yeah, it was fun. We went out to eat. We were talking. Actually, the lead art designer was drawing. He had a few drinks and he was just drawing like it was nothing. Like, he literally drew like 3 pictures in 10 minutes, 3-4 characters in 10 minutes. Like, he is absolutely amazing. His talent is just through the roof, man. So that's basically where we ended the trip, man. We went out to eat. I thank the developers and stuff for having me out there. I was only out there for 1 full day. The other 2 days were spent traveling. So yeah, it was a great experience, man. But I'm going to be bringing the game to the channel to show you all very soon. I want you all to see what the game was actually about. There's obviously some stuff that I can't disclose to you all. There's some things that we can't show just yet. But there's a lot that's going to be coming soon, and I think that is very, very good. It's a very cool thing. It's a very cool features that's coming to the game, and I think it should be fun. I think you all are going to actually enjoy it, even though it's not the usual MOBAs that I know that we play on this channel. So yeah, that was my experience going to San Francisco and meeting Ubisoft.